Trillium's a waterfront neighborhood located on the Kowaliga Bay side of Lake Martin. Trillium is one of the older developments that's originally developed by Russell Lands. They started in the late 80s and early 90s. Trillium is typified by long woodsy lots, and it's a pretty flat neighborhood. It's located near Kowaliga Bridge, which means you're close to Kowaliga Restaurant, and then you're also close to Russell Crossroads. Okay, let's take a little tour around. I'll drive you around by car a little bit, show you some areas from the boat, and then I'll also review some recent sales so you can kind of get an idea of what the price history is around Trillium. So this is what I mean by long driveways. Trillium has typically, the way they laid the lots out, make for kind of long wooded lots. So houses that sit, I don't know, 100 yards away from the road at some points. So kind of a woodsy flat feel as opposed to homes that are right by the street. There's Kowaliga Bridge and Kowaliga Marina.
Okay, if you're wondering where Trillium is on a map of Lake Martin, here it is. I've got this red arrow pointing at it. It's on the southwest side of Lake Martin, right by Kowaliga Bridge. Here we're zoomed in a little bit closer, and the red arrow shows you where Highway 63 or Kowaliga Bridge is, and so it's just to the west of Kowaliga Bridge. There are about 200, a little over 200 lots in Trillium, but they started developing it in the late 80s, early 1990s, and so by now, probably, 90% of those are built on. So there's probably about 20 lots in Trillium that are not built on, with the remaining, let's call it 180 lots, have homes on. And so you may wonder, well, how many homes get sold in Trillium per year? I ran a report, and I'm showing you now these 5 home locations. These are 5 homes that have sold in the last 2 years when I've done this video. So for the last 2 years at least, we've averaged about 2.5 home sales per year in Trillium. Of those 5 sales, the smallest sale was a little bit over $1 million at $1,150,000, and the highest one was a little over $3 million at $3.25 million. The other 3 were right at 1.8, right at 2 million, and then about 2.5 million. And so Trillium is just like anywhere else on Lake Martin in that the homes and the lots with the biggest views sell for the highest amounts, because the priority on Lake Martin is, like I've said, the view first, privacy second, location third, and the home fourth. So when you have in Trillium some of these big, huge water views with really nice homes, that's why you're going to see these prices a lot higher inside Trillium than Lake Martin in average.
Like most waterfront neighborhoods on Lake Martin, only about 20% of homeowners here are full-time residents. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit more, it feels a little bit more neighborhoody than that in Trillium. Trillium does not have any big neighborhood amenities, like there's no playground or anything like that, but it does have a cool feel in that it's a woodsy, flat, very walkable. Like when I'm showing houses in here on a Saturday especially, I see a lot of folks walking around, walking their dogs. Matter of fact, when I was shooting this, a couple of people riding bikes just came by. As far as neighborhood covenants goes, it does have an architectural review committee, so you do have to get your plans approved by them, but it doesn't have any one builder that has to do anything. You just need to bring your plans and have them approved by the ARC. Like the other Russell Lands neighborhoods, no covered boat docks are allowed, but you can have boat lifts and all that sort of thing, but you need to go through the architectural review committee for any of your dock additions, as well as getting Alabama Power approval, that's the rule for anywhere on Lake Martin. It's a pretty mature neighborhood in that there's not a whole lot of lots left. There are some empty lots still left in Trillium, but they're pretty few and far between. Most of what you see are developed and already built homes here. The homes that you see built have a variety of architectural styles. A lot has changed here at Lake Martin for the market, and if you're a person that owns property inside Trillium and you wonder what the recent market has, the effects it's had on your property value, I'd love to help you out. If you decide to sell, that's great. If not, no harm done. I'm glad to help out anyway. And obviously too, if you're looking to buy or if you're interested in a property inside Trillium, I'd love to help you out there as well. I'm John Coley with Lake Martin Voice Realty.